Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Vande Devam Umapatim Suragurum Vande Jagat Karanam Vande Pannagabhushanam Mrigadharam Vande Pashunam Patim Vande Surya Shashank Vahananayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakta Janashrayancha Vardam Vande Shivam Shankaram Shantam Padmasanastam Shashidhara Mukutam Panchavakram Trinetram Shulam Vajram Chakadgam Parashubhabhayadam Dakshinange Mahantam Nagam Pasham Chaghantadamaruk Sahitam Chakusham Vamabhage Nanalankara Yuktam Sphatikamananibham Parvatisham Namami Asya Samba Sadashivaye Namaha Dhyanam Samarpayami Namahagum Avahanam Samarpayami Namaham Asanam Samarpayami Namaham Om Namah Shivaya. We need a smaller lotus this evening. There's more people. So bring them up. Om Gamge Chayamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jalayasmin Sannadhim Kurum Om Nidhanapataye Namaha Nidhanapatantakaye Namaha Paramalingaye Namaha Suryasya Sarvalinga Sthapayati Pani Mantram Pavitram Satyojatam Pravadhyami Satyojata Yave Namo Namaha Bhave Bhave Nati Bhave Bhavasyamam Bhavodbhavaye Namah Vamadevaye Namo Jeshtaye Namo Shreshtaye Namo Rudraye Namah Kalaye Namo Kalavikaranaye Namo Balavikaranaye Namo Balapramathanaye Manonmanaye Namaha Aghorebhyo Thagorebhyo Aghoraghortarebhyah Sarvebhyo Sarvasarvebhyo Namaste Astu Rupebhyam Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat Ishan Sarva Vidyanam Ishan Sarva Bhutanam Brahmadipate Brahmanodipate Brahma Sivo Me Astu Sada Shivom Om Namah Shivaya. This evening we're going to do the Shiva Sahasranam Stotram, very powerful chanting. And all of you as you come up, focus on the Lord's Abhishekam. Om Namah Shivaya. Dhyaye Nityam Mahesham Rajatgirinibham Charu Chandravatansam Ratnakalpo Jvalangam Parashubhamriga Bhitihastam Prasannam Padmasinam Samanstat Stutamarmargano Dhyaghritim Vasanam Vishwasham Vishwabhijam Nikilabhayaharam Panchavakram Trinetram Ataha Sri Siva Sahasranam Stotram Om Sthirasthanu Prabhir Bhima Prabharo Varado Vara Sarvatma Sarva Vikhyata Sarvaha Sarvakaro Bhava जति चर्मीशिकंदी च सर्वांगं सर्वभावना हरस्यस्य हिरण्यस्य सर्वभूतहर प्रभुं प्रवृत्तिश्च निवृत्तिश्च नियता शाश्वतो ध्रुवा शमशानवासी भगवान् खच्चरो गोचरधना अविबाध्यो महाकर्णा तपस्वी भूतभावना उन्मत्तवे प्रसन्नः सर्वलोक प्रजापति महारूपो महाकायो वृषरूपो महायस महाननो सर्वभूतात्मा विश्वरूपो महानना लोकपालोऽन्तरितात्मा प्रसादो हयगर्भयि पवित्रं च महस्यश्च नियमो नियमाक्षितः सर्वकर्मा स्वयंभूता आदिरादकरो निदः सहस्राक्षो विशालाक्षा सोमो नक्षत्रसायका चंद्रसूर्या शनि केतुर्ग्रह गृहपतिर्वरा अत्रिरस्य नमस्कृत्य मृगवाणपणो नगः महान्तपा घोरतपा अदीनो दीनसाधका संवत्सरकरो मंत्रः प्रमाणं परमं तपः योगो योजो महाबीजो महारेतो महाबला सुवर्णरेता सर्वज्ञ सुबीजो बीजवाहन दशबाहु स्तवा निमिषो नीलकंठ उमापतिं विश्वरूपो स्वयं श्रेष्ठा बलव्रीलो बलो गुणः गणकर्त्रा गणपतिर्दिग्वासकामयेव च मंत्रवित् परमो मंत्र सर्वभावकरोहर कमंडलधरो धन्वी बाणहस्तः कमंडलधरोधरे बाणहस्त कपालवान् अशन्नी शतग्नि खंगी पदशीपायुधि महान् सुवहस्ता सुरूपश्च तेजस्कर्णोधिरो नदी उष्णीची सुवक्तश्च उदग्रो विनतस्ततः दीर्घयश्च हरिकेश्च सुतीर्थ कृष्णमेव च श्रीगालरूपा सिद्ध्याटो मुण्ड सर्वशुभङ्करः अजश्च बहुरूपश्च गन्धधारो कपर्दिनी ऊर्ध्वरेता ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गा ऊर्ध्वशायी नभस्थला त्रयेत्रिजति चीरवायश्च रुद्रासेनापतिर्बभू अहश्चरो नक्तं च रतिग्ममन्यु सवर्चसः गजः दैत्यकालो लोकधात्रा गुणाकरा सिंहशालरूपश्च आद्रा चर्मां बरावर्तः कालयोगी महानादः सर्वकामश्चतुष्पथः निशाचरः प्रेतचारी भूतचारी महेश्वर बहुभूतो बहुधरा स्वर्भानु रमितो गतिं नित्यप्रियो नित्यनर्तो नर्तक सर्वलालसा घोरो महातपा पाशो नित्यो गिरिरोहो वः सहस्रहस्तो विजयो व्यवसायो हतीन्द्रिय अधर्शनो धर्षात्मा यज्ञः कामनाशिका दक्षयागापहारी च सुसहो मध्यमस्तता तेजोपहारी बलः मुदितूर्तो अजोतवः गंभीरघोषो गंभीरो गंभीर बलवाहना न्यग्रोधरूपो न्यग्रोधो वृक्षकर्णस्थितिर्विभि सुतीक्ष्णदशनायश्च महाकायो महानना विक्षस्वेनो हरियज्ञ संयुग्य पीदवाहना तीक्ष्णतापश्च हर्यश्व सहाय कर्मकालवित् विष्णुप्रसादितो यज्ञो समुद्रो वनमामुका हुताशन सहायश्च प्रशान्तात्मा हुताशनः उग्रतेजो महातेजो जन्यो विजयकालवित् ज्योतिषामनयं सिद्धिं सर्वविग्रह एव च शिखी मुंडी जति ज्वाली मूर्तिजो मूर्धगो बलि बेन्वनी पन्विनी ताली खली काकटंकटः नक्षत्र वृगहमतोर गुणबुद्धिर्लयोगम प्रजापतिर्विश्वबाहुर्विभागा सर्वगोमुख विमोचना सुरसने हिरण्य कवचोद्भव मेदजो बलिचारी च महिचारो सुतस्ततः सर्वतुर्यानंदी च सर्वतोपरि विग्रह सर्वतुर्यादिनानी च सर्वतोभ्य परिग्रह व्यालरूपो गुहावासी गुहोमाली तरंगवित् त्रिदश्रीकालघृतः कर्म सर्वबन्धन विमोचना बन्धनस्त्वा सुरेन्द्राणां युद्धि शत्रु विनाशना संख्य प्रसादो दुर्वासा सर्वसाधु निषेविता प्रस्कंदो विभाग्यो तुल्यो यज्ञ विभागवेत् सर्वसादा सर्वचारी दुर्वासा वसुवः ओम लंबनो लंबितो तस्चः महामाया पयो नदी महादंतो महादृष्टो महाजिह्वो महामुख महानको महारोमा महाकोशो महाजता प्रसन्नस्य प्रसादस्य प्रत्ययो गिरिसाधना स्नेहनो वनहस् अस्नेहश्चैव अचितस्य महामुनि वृक्षाकरो वृक्षकेतुर्नलो वायुवाहना गंदली मेरुधामा च देवाधिपतिरेव च अथर्वशीर्ष सामस्यार्कसहस्रनाम तीक्ष्णः यजुपादाम्बुजा गुह्य प्रकाशो जंगमस्तता अमोघार्थ प्रसादश्च अभिगम्य सुदर्शन उपकारः प्रिया सर्वः कनकाचञ्चन च वै नाभिर्नन्दिकरो भावः पुष्करस्तपते स्थिर द्वारसस्त्रानसश्चाध्यो यज्ञो यज्ञसमाहितां नक्तं कलिश्च कालश्च मकरकालपूजितः सगनो गणकरायश्च भूतवाहनसारथिं भस्मशयो भस्मगोत्र भस्मभूतर्षयैखनः लोकपालास्तथा लोको महात्मा सर्वपूजिता शुक्ला त्रिशुक्लः सम्पन्ना सुशिरभूतनिषेविता आशमस्ता क्रियावस्तो विश्वकर्मा सुतो भव विशालाखा सतां रोष्टो अम्बुजालाः सुनिश्चला कपिला कपिशा शुक्ला आयुश्चैवा पुरोतपा गन्धर्वो हृदयस्थाक्ष्वा सुविज्ञेया सुशारदा परश्वाधायुधे देवो अनुकारी सुबन्धव तं बीनो महाक्रोधो उड्भरेतु जलेशयम् उग्रे वंशकरो वंशो वंशनादो ह्यनन्दितः सर्वाङ्गरूपो मायावी सुहृदो हृन्लीनः बन्धनो भण्डकर्त्र च सुबन्धन विमोचन सयज्ञारी सकामारिर्महादाशो महायुधः बहुनानन्दिता सर्वा शङ्करो शङ्करो धना अमरेशो महादेवो विश्वदेवासुरारिः अहिर्बुद्ध्या च केत्यानि हविस्ततः उजयकपायश्च कापाली त्रिशङ्गी कुरुचिति शिवः धन्वन्तिर्धूम्रकेतु स्कन्दो वैश्यमनस्तथा धाता शक्रश्च विष्णुश्च मृतस्तश्राद्धोधर प्रभावः सर्गमो वायुर्यमा सविता रविः उषङ्गश्च विधातश्च मान्धाता भूतभावना विभुर्वर्णि विभाति च सर्वकामानुगामः पद्मनाभो महागर्भश्च चन्द्रवक्त्रो नीलो नलः बलवांश्चोपशान्तश्च पुराणां पुण्यचञ्चुरीं कुरुकर्त्रा कुरुवासी कुरुभूतो गुणौषधः सर्ववासो दुर्वचारी सर्वेषाणां प्राणिनां पति देवदेवासुता सप्त सतदत् सर्वरत्नवित् कैलासगिरिवासी च हिमवद्गिरिसंशया कुलहारी कुलकर्त्रा बहुविद्यो बहुप्रदा बनिजो बद्धकर्त्री वृक्षो बकुलञ्चनः सारग्रीवो महाजत्रु अरुलश्च महौषधः सिद्ध्याटकारी सिद्ध्याटश्चन्दो व्याकरणोत्तम सिंहनाद सिंहदश्च सिंहग सिंहवाहनम् ॐ प्रभावात्मा जगत्कालास्थालो लोकहितस्तरुः साराङ्गो नवचक्राङ्गा केतुमाली सभानवः भूतालयो भूतपतिरहोरात्रामनन्दितिः बाहिता सर्वभूतानां निलयश्च विभुर्वः अमोघा संयतो ह्यप्स्यो भोजनप्राणधारणा धृतिमान् मतिमान् दक्ष संहृतिश्च युगाधिप गोपाली गोपतिर्ग्रामो गोचर्म वसनो हरिं हिरण्यबाहुश्च तथा गोपाला प्रवेशिनां प्रकृष्टारो महाहर्ष जितकामो जितेन्द्रिया गन्धधारश्च सुवारश्च तपासक्तो रतिर्नरः महागीतो महानित्यो हप्सरो सेवितः महाकेतुर्महाधातुर्नेकसानुचराचल आदेननीयादेश सर्वगन्धसुखावः तूर्णस्तार्नो वाता परिध्योपतिकेचर संयोगो वर्धनो वृद्ध्यो अतिवृद्ध्यो गुणाधिक नित्य आत्मसहायश्च देवासुरपतिपते युक्तस्य युक्तबाहुश्च देवो देवी सुपर्वण आषादश्च सुतादश्च द्रवोता हरिणीहरः वपुरा वर्तमानेभ्यो वसुश्रेष्ठो महापता शिरोहारी विमर्शश्च सर्वलक्षणलक्षिता अक्षश्च रतयोगी च सर्वयोगी महाबला समाम्रायस्थितदेवो महारथ निर्जीवो जीवनो मंत्र शुभाक्षो बहुकर्कश रत्नप्रभूतो रत्नांगो महकर्णा विनीपनां मूलं विशालो ह्यमृतो व्यक्ता व्यक्तास्तपो निधिः आरोहणो निधरो यश्च शीलधारी महायसा सेनकल्पो महाकल्पो योग युगकरो हरि युगरूपो महारूपो महानागहनो वदः न्यायेर्न विपनापादा पंडितो ह्यचलोपमा बहुमाले महामाली शशिहस्तुलोचनः विस्तारो लवनाकूप स्त्रियुगा सफलोदया त्रिलोचनो विशांगांग्यो मणिविद्धो जटाधरा बिन्धुर्विसर्गः सुमुखः शरः सार्वायुधः सह निवेदना सुखा जाता सुगंधारो महाधनु गंधपाली च भगवानु ताना सर्वकर्मान मान मंथानो बहुलो वायु सकला सर्वलोचन तरस्तारा करस्ताली उठ सिंहाननो महान छत्रम सुचत्रो विख्यातो धोको सर्वासयाक्रम मुंदो विरूपो विक्रोतो दंडी कुंडी बुकुर्बना हर्यश्च कुकुभो वर्ज्री शति जिह्वा सहस्रपाट सहस्रमूढ़ा देवेन्द्रा सर्वदेवो मयो गुरा सहस्रबाहु सर्वांगां शरण्य सर्वलोककृत पवित्रं त्रिकुण मंत्रः कनिष्ठ कृष्ण पिंगला ब्रह्मदंड विनिर्माता शतग्निपाशशक्तिमां पद्मगर्भो महागर्भो ब्रह्मगर्भो जलोद्भवा गंभीस्तगंभवा क्रीड्या ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मविदो ब्राह्मणो गतिः अनंतरूपो नैकात्मा तिग्मतेजा स्वयंभुवः उड्वगात्मा पशुपतिर्वातरं मनोजवा चंदनी पद्मलायाग्राः सुरभुत्तरनो नरः कर्णिकार महारात्रि नीलमौली पिनागितः उमातिरुमाकान्तो जाहुदिघृत्यो माधव वरो वराहो वरदो वरेण्य सुमहासना महाप्रसादो दमना शत्रुः श्वेतपिङ्गला पीतात्मा परमात्मा च प्रेतात्मा प्रधानगृत् सर्वपार्श्वमुखा स्रक्षो धर्मसाधारणो वर चराचरात्मा सूक्षात्मा अमृतो गोवृक्षेश्वर स्यध्याश्वी वर्षसुरारित्यो विश्वान् समितामृतान् व्यासः सर्गा संचेप्यो विस्तरात्पयो नर ऋतु संवत्सरो मासः पक्षा संख्या समापना कला काष्ठालवा मात्रा मुहूर्ताक्षपाशनः विश्वक्षेत्रं प्रजा बीजं लिङ्गमाध्यास्तु निर्गमः सरसद्व्यक्तमव्यक्तं पिता माता पितामह स्वर्गदारं प्रजाद्वारं मोक्षदारं त्रिविष्टपां निर्वाणं ह्रादनश्चैव ब्रह्मलोकपदागतिं देवासुरविनिर्मात्रा देवासुरपरायणा देवासुरगुरुर्देवो देवासुरनमस्कृतः देवासुरमहामात्रो देवासुरगणाक्षया देवासुरगणाध्यक्षो देवासुरगणाग्रणी देवातिदेवो देवर्षो देवासुरवरप्रदा देवासुरेश्वरो विश्वो देवासुरमहेश्वर सर्वदेवो मया चिन्तो सर्वदेवात्मना सम्भवा उद्भिदा त्रिविक्रमो वैद्यो विरजो निर्जरो भवा ईद्यो हस्तीश्वरो व्याघ्रो देवसिंहो नरषभा विबुधो अग्रवः सूक्ष्म सर्वदेवस्थपोमयः सुयुक्ता शोभनो वज्री प्रसानां प्रभो व्यया गुहकान्तो नजा सर्गो पवित्रं सर्वपावना श्रृंगी श्रृंगी प्रियो बभ्रू राजराजो निरामयाम् अभिरामा सुरगनो विरामा सर्वसाधना ललाटाक्षो विश्वदेवो हरिणो ब्रह्मवर्चसा स्थावरनां पतिश्चैव नियमेन्द्रियवर्धना सिद्ध्याटं सिद्धभूताटो अचिन्त्यः सत्यभृता शुचिः हृतादिपा परं ब्रह्मा भक्तानां परमागति विमुक्तो मोतते मुक्ततेजाश्च श्रीमान् श्रीवर्धनो जगत् बोले मापति महादेव की जय।
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुराचितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं ब्रह्ममुरारिसुराचितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भाविर्भक्तिभिरेवचलिङ्गं दिनकरकोटि प्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदलोपैर्वेशितलिङ्गं सर्वसमोद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरेन्द्रविनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवरपूज्य सदा चितलिङ्गं परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं 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 तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
दया करो शिवगणाधारी दया करो शिवगणाधारी कृपा करो शिव त्रिपुरारी कृपा करो शिव त्रिपुरारी दया करो शिवगणाधारी दया करो शिवगणाधारी
शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। मंगलकारी नाम है उनका, मंगलकारी नाम है उनका। शंभो बोला बाला मेरा, शंभो बोला बाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। जिनकी महिमा ऋषि मुनि गाए, योगी जिनका ध्यान लगाए। जिनकी महिमा ऋषि मुनि गाए, योगी जिनका ध्यान लगाए। मन उनका मतवाला मेरा, मन उनका मतवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। जो भी शिव शिव नाम ध्यावे, वो ही मन वांछित फल पावे। जो भी शिव शिव नाम ध्यावे, वो ही मन वांछित फल पावे। ऐसा शिव कृपाला मेरा, ऐसा शिव कृपाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। मंगलकारी नाम है उनका, मंगलकारी नाम है उनका। शंभो बोला बाला मेरा, शंभो बोला बाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला।
बोले मापति महादेव की जय। C sharp, I think. Shivji Chalisa. We'll start the Shivji Chalisa for everyone. One more up, woman. बोले मापति महादेव की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव। जय गणेश गिरिजा सुवन, मंगल मूल सुजान। कहत अयोध्या दास तुम, देहो अभय वरदान। Let us offer devotion to Bhagwan Mahadev on this beautiful Monday evening. As he appeared in front of Markande and defeated death, as he appeared in front of so many devotees and rescued them, may Bhagwan Mahadev, all we ask is for the Lord to manifest in our heart. Through this Shivji Chalisa, we sing. Jai Girijapati Deen Dayala Sada Karat Santan Pratipala Bhal Chandrama Sohatni Ke Kanan Kundal Nagapani Ke Ang Gaur Sir Gang Bahaye Mund Mal Tan Char Lagaye Vasr Khal Bagham Sohe Chhavi Ko Dekh Nag Muni Mohe Maina Matu Ki Hove Tulari Vam Yang Sohat Chhavi Nyari Kar Trishul Sohat Chhavi Bhari Kart Sada Shatrun Chaykari Nandi Ganesh Soheta Kaise Sagar Madhya Kamal Hai Jaise Kartik Sham aur Gan Rahum Ya Chhavi ko kahin jaat n kahun Devan jab hi jaye pukara Tab hi dukh Prabhu aap nivara Kiya upadrav tarak bhari Devan sab mil tum hi juhari तुरत शदानन आप पतायं लव निमेश महा मार गिरायं आप जलंधर असुर संहारा सुयश तुम्हार विधित संसारा त्रिपुरासुर समयोध मचारी सब ही कृपा कर लीन बचाई किया तप ही भागीरथ भारी पूरब प्रत्यज्ञातास पुरारी दान नमः तुम सम को नाही सेवक स्तुति करत सदाई वेद नाम महिमा तब गाई अकत अनादि भेद नहीं पाहु प्रगति उदय मंथन में ज्वाला जरे सुरासुर भय विहाला दीन दया तह कर ही सहाई नीलकंठ तब नाम कहाई पूजन रामचंद्र जग कीन्हा जीत के लंका विभीषण दीना सहस कमल में हो रहे धारी कीन्ह परीक्षा तब ही पुरारी एक कमल प्रभु राखे उजोरी कमल नयन पूजन छह सोई कठिन भक्त देखी प्रभु शंकर भये प्रसन्न दिए चितवर जय 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 अनंत अविनाशी करत कृपा सब के घतवासी दुष्ट सकल नित मोहि सतावे रमत रहे मोहि चैन नावे। त्राहि त्राहि मैं नाथ पुकारो, यही अवसर मोहियान उबारो। लय त्रिशूल शत्रुन को मारो, संकट से मोहियान उबारो। मात पिता भ्राता सब कोई, संकट में पूछत नहीं कोई। स्वामी एक है आस तुम्हारी, आय हरहु अब संकट भारी। धन निर्धन को देत सदाई, जो कोई जाचे सो फल पाई। स्तुति के ही विधि करहु तुम्हारी, क्षमहु नाथ अब छूक हमारी। शंकर हो संकट के नाशन, मंगल कारण विघ्न विनाशन। योगी यति मुनि ध्यान लगावे, नारद सारद शीश नवावे। नमो नमो जय नमो शिवाय, सुर ब्रह्मादिक पार न पाया। जो यह पाठ करे मन लाई, तापर होत है शंभु सहाई। ऋनिया जो कोई हो अधिकारी, पात करे सो पावन हारी। पुत्रहीन इच्छा कर कोई, निश्चय शिव प्रसाद ते ही होई। पंडित त्रयोदशी को लावे, ध्यान पूर्वक होम करावे। त्रयोदशी व्रत करे हमेशा, धन नहीं ताके रहे कलेशा। धूप दीप नैवेद चढ़ावे, शंकर सन्मुख पाठ सुनावे। जन्म जन्म के पाप नसावे, अंतवास शिवपुर में पावे। कहे अयोध्या आस तुम्हारी, जाने सकल दुख हरहु हमारी। ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। नित्य नेम कर प्रातहि, पात करो 40। तुम मेरो मनोकामना, पूर्ण कीन कल्याण। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। बोलियो मापति महादेव की जय। We're ready for the alankar now, so we're going to chant Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shiva Parat Parat. Om Shiva. Please feel free to clap your hands while this is happening. Om Shiva Parat Para Shiva Omkara Shiva Tav Sharanam. Om Shiva Parat Para Shiva Omkara Shiva Tav Sharanam. Hare Om Shiva Parat Para Shiva Omkara Shiva Tav Sharanam. ॐ शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा
शिव तव शरणम्
ओ हे शिव शंकर भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर तव शरणम् हे शिव शंकर भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर
तव चरणम्
ॐ शिव
परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम् ॐ शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम् ॐ शिव परात्परा शिव
ओंकार शिव दर्शन आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामति सहचर प्राणा शरीरं गृह पूजा ते विषयोपभोगर्चना निद्रा समाधिस्तति संचार पदयो प्रदक्षिण विधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वगिर यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलं शम्भो तवाराधनं करचरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितम् अविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। बोले महापति महादेव की। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। बोले महापति महादेव की। All of you now can come bring a prasadam. You're bringing a prasad to Shiva and Parvati, and then you go over there and wish the Lord happy Valentine, and then you go back and sit down. All right? Umapati Mahadev ki jai ho. Bhajan.
शंभो दीनों के बंधु नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो नमः शिव शंभो दीनों के बंधु नमो नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः शिव नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः शिव नमो नमः आ
Dam 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 damru bajaye kunj tha Namah Shivaya बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो नमः शिवाया बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो नमः शिवाया बोलो 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 सब मिल बोलो नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो ओम नमः शिवाया
बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो नमः शिवाय
ज्योत जता में गंगाधारी ज्योत जता में गंगाधारी त्रिशूलधारी डमरू बजावे त्रिशूलधारी डमरू बजावे दम 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 डमरू बजावे दम 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 गूंज था ओम नमः शिवाया गूंज था ओम नमः शिवाया बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो ओम नमः शिवाया बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया ओम
नमः शिवाय
बोलो 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 सब मिल बोलो ओम नमः शिवाया बोलो बोलो सब मिल बोलो
नमः शिवाय
हरे ओम नमः शिवाया ओम नमः शिवाया बोले महापति महादेव की जय रुद्राष्टकम let us together sing the rudrashtakam to Bhagwan Mahadev ji namami shamishan nirvana rupam vibhumvyapakam brahma veda swarupam this is the guru's prayer to Bhagwan Shiva in the form of Rudra. Rudra is a very powerful terrible form of the Lord. And the Guru appeals to Bhagwan Rudra to be compassionate on his disciple. There's a beautiful story in the Ramayana, we read it every Shivratri and so. When the disciple shows so much arrogance towards the Guru, Guru Drohi. And the Guru was very compassionate, but Bhagwan Shiva saw so much disrespect. And he gave a shrap on the child, the boy. And then what happened? the Guru, when he heard the shrap of the child, the curse, he appealed to Bhagwan Rudra. He said, Bhagwan Shiv, we know that arrogance is a part of growing up. But when we have grown up already and we still have it, it's a bit of a problem. We know that arrogance is a part of growing up, Prabhu. Youthfulness will bring a lot of things. Please forgive my child. And this is Namami Shamishana Nirvana Rupam. And he appealed to Bhagwan Rudra in the form and asked Bhagwan Shivji to forgive. Let us also ask today that Bhagwan Shiv bless. When we pray, we pray for ourselves, but we pray for others as well. My parents, when they used to pray, they used to take 3-4 hours to pray. And I never understood why. So one morning I went to my mom and she was praying because I have to pray too. I know if 3 has to pray and each of them take 4 hours, then 12 hours done there. So I went afterwards and I said, Mom, why do you take so long to pray? And she had, she had a list, a small list. She had an old hidden book. We never saw what was inside. But she had a list. Apparently what she did, after her prayer, she'd open that list and she'd call all the names of her children, her grandchildren, her in-law, everybody. Her in-laws had died and gone, but she'd call the names of everybody. And she's asking Bhagwan to bless them. That was very moving for me to know that, a person sits there, and she was a pretty sickly lady. But she sat there and she prayed for people. She called out their names. And, I said that look at the humility in a devotee. That they sit to pray, and yes, you offer prayers to yourself, for yourself, and you give thanks to God. But you still have the time to offer a good word for somebody else. Now, the thing is, if somebody's sick, you can't drink the medication, right? They have to drink the medication. It is unfair as well for someone to waste life and for you to pray for their upbringing, right? People are wasting life these days, not even conscious what they're doing, and you have to pray. But what are you going to do? It's a good deed. There's nothing wrong in offering a prayer for someone. It is my prayer this evening that Bhagwan Shivji's blessings be upon all of you as we chant this Rudrashtakam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Namami Shamishan. Namami Shamishan. Nirvan Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda Swarupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda Swarupam Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham Chidakashivakashivasam Bhajeham Jai Ho Chidakashivakashivasam Bhajeham Nirakar Mokar Mulam Turiyam Gira Gyan Gotitamisham Girisham Karalam Mahakal Kalam Kripalam Gunagar Sansar Param Natoham Gunagar Sansar Param Natoham Shambho तुषारादृशं काश गौरम गभीरम
मनोभूत कोटि प्रभा श्री शरीरम स्फुरन मौलिकल्लोलिनी चारुगंगा लसत भाल भालेन्दुकन्ते भुजंगा लसत भाल भालेन्दुकन्ते भुजंगा चलत कुंडलम भ्रूसुनेत्रं विशालं प्रसन्नाननं नीलकण्ठं दयालं प्रसन्नाननं नीलकण्ठं दयालं मृगादीशचर्माम्बरं मुन्दमालं प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वनाथं
प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि
प्रचण्डं प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेशम् अखण्डं मजं भानुकोटिप्रकाशं त्रयः शूलनिर्मूलनं शूलपाणिं भजेऽहं भवानीं पतिं भावगम्यं भजेऽहं भवानीं पतिं ओ कलातीत कल्याण कल्पान्तकारी सदा सज्जनानंद दाता पुरारी चिदानंद संदोह मोह पहारी प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रभु मन्मतारी नयावद उमानाथ पादारविन्दं भजन्ति हलोके परेवान भजन्ति हलोके परेवानरानं न तावत् सुखं शान्ति सन्तापनाशं प्रसीद प्रभो सर्वभूतादिवासं प्रसीद प्रभो सर्वभूतादिवासं न जानामि योगं जपं नैव पूजां न तोऽहं सदा सर्वदा सम्भुतोऽभ्यं जरा जन्म दुःखो ज्ञातप्यमानं प्रभु पाहि आपन्नमामीश शम्भो प्रभु पाहि आपन्नमामीश शम्भो नमामि शमीशा नमामि शमीशा निर्वाणरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 बोले उमापति महादेव की जय Every morning we chant this to I chant this to Bhagwan Mahadev in my own little humble way without any music and thing. You know what's funny? While I'm doing the chanting, when I'm dressing him, sometimes I forget halfway where I am with the chanting. And then I have to start over all back again, and then I don't know where I am sometimes, but he understands. He understands. Na janami yogam, na janami yogam japam na eva pujam. Prabhu, what it is that we can stand in front of you and say that we know. Because you're the knower of everything. Na janami yogam. You take the yogis of the world who have studied the yoga, Atha Yoga Anushasanam, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. You take Patanjali Yoga Sutra, you take all the yogis of the world, the meditators of the world, the devotees of the world, and you stand in front of you, Prabhu. Najanami yogam japam neva pujam. No matter how many japams we do, Lord, as we are doing now for this sadhana. Today, by the way, begins the 14-day sadhana to Bhagwan Shiv. People are doing different levels, 54, some people do 21, then there's 14 starts today. Next week, Monday, will be 7. I say the Lord has given us 365 days in the year. Let us give Him something back to show gratitude to Him. People do sadhana. Sadhana means something every day. It means you're giving up something. You're giving up something, right? What is it you're giving up? That is up to you, right? Some people give away what they love the most. They give away what they love the most. I think all of you know what I love the most. But sometimes you have to give away that not to please Him, He's always happy, but to transform yourself into someone better, something better. Najanami yogam japam naiva puja. I want to ask you, my friends, do some sadhana to Shivji. Shivratri is 2 weeks away. It is going to be a grand Shivratri, I'm telling you this. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait, but we have to wait. 2 weeks away, give up something for the Lord. If you want to start a 7-day fasting next week, give up something. Give up non-vegetarian food, just eat vegetarian food. If you're a vegetarian, give up some salt or eat a little bit less or eat some fruits so that when it is Shivratri day and you're going to do a fasting for Mahadev, you're not going to feel it. You're just going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it so much that you're going to radiate with bliss. Najanami yogam. Na? What can we give Him to make Him happy? There was a devotee. The South Indian tradition we don't hear about a lot, but there was a devotee and his name was Kanapa. He was a South Indian. Kanapa, he's given one of the, he was given a very high pedestal to sit on as a devotee. Kanapa was a hunter. Kanapa was a hunter. He didn't know about vegetarian and non-vegetarian and salt food and he is a hunter. And one day he found a stone in the village, in the forest. And he fell in love with the stone so much. He heard about Shivji. He put the stone down and he started to worship the stone. This is not a Narmadeshwar lingam. This is just an ordinary stone he found in the village. I'll tell you where that stone is up to today and what powers it has. When we were growing up back home, we did not have lingams like this. You know that, right? I've never in my life, until I came to Canada, see a lingam with a base. Because back home we get a rock, you put it in a bowl or you make a little square or something, you put it inside, throw dhar on it. That's our Shivji. Or we'll go to the riverside. I'm from Cotton Tree, so 3 Door Sluice, you know where that is, where the bridge is to go over the Borbis River now. That is our Ganga. We'll go there and bathe on a Sunday morning and so. And you have to take some salt water from the Ganga in your lota and bring it home and throw it on your Shivji. Because that's like bringing dhar from the river and throw it on your lingam. What was my lingam that I worship? A stone that we found at the river. It was smooth. It was good looking. It stood out from all the rest of the stones. It was not like so you pick it up and you say, there's something special about this guy. I was little. I picked it home, I bring him home, and then I made we used to have something back home called Walaba post. Everybody know a Walaba post? It's a little post like this, so. I put on a piece of Walaba post, put on wood on top of it, and put the lingam right there. And every day I bade him, dress him up nice, if it's how beautiful he is. Up to now they get him back home. They worship him. That's a stone I worshiped since I was a boy. And I throw so much salt water on him. He was so pure. Salt water clean your skin, right? We never know about these things here, about, the yoni, and we are privileged to have this with us. People did not have lingams like all of you have. Now we have how many lingam in our home? Good for you. We did not have that.
So we picked up a stone and we worship it. Because Shiva is Sarvabhoot. If you pick up a piece of a wood and you say Shiva is inside of there, he will come there. If you know, whatever it is, you pick up a brass, a wood, a mud, and you make a lingam out of it. People had mud lingam back home. They worshipped it and they were so close to Bhagavan. Right? They were so close to God. As long as you ask him to come there, he will come. Can you imagine what will happen to the heart? If Shivji can occupy a space in a stone, what will become to the heart? He will come there. It is so soft and spongy. He will live there. You just have to make sure that he gets oxygen, though, that it's not blocked up. You have to give him nice oxygen every day. Do a little exercise and thing. Don't stifle him. So what happens? This devotee, Kanapa went to the forest and he saw this big stone. He started to worship him. And what happens now? He was a staunch devotee of Shiva. No Panditji taught him anything, nothing. He offered everything to Shiva. He was a hunter, so can you imagine what he offered to the Lord? And you know what was beautiful? The Lord accepted everything that he offered, even his thing that he hunted. Because he did not know good or bad. He would see some leaves, he had offered it. I know Shivji, he's wild. You offer him wild things, he takes it all. He's wild. So what happens now? The priest of the village came one day and they says, Kanapa, we'd like to give him a home. And they took this big rock and they put it and they made a temple out of it. And Kanapa, what he do, every day he would go in the temple and he would sit there in front of Shiva. They would forbid him to take certain things in there because he was ignorant. One day what happened, the earthquake came and the earthquake was shaking up the temple's roof. This is true story. Maybe one day I'll take you to show you that temple. I took the children there when we went in 2019. Beautiful temple, I'll tell you the name. It is one of the 5 element temples. Kanapa, the roof was shaking up. And you know what he did? When he saw the roof shaking up, all the priests and everybody ran away because they don't want to get injured. Kanapa went and he hugged up the lingam like this. And the rocks fell upon him and everything. And Kanapa held the lingam. Hug up the lingam. You must hug him once in a while. He's very cool. You know, he hung up the lingam. And when everything was done, guess what happened? He saw on the lingam the eye of Shiva. It was bleeding. It was so touching. Kanapa saw the eye of the Lord was bleeding. He takes his dhoti, he cuts out a piece and tries to stop it because he doesn't want the Lord's eye to stop bleeding. And when the Lord's eye will not stop bleeding on the lingam, you know what Kanapa did? He took his arrow and he cut out one of his eyes and he placed it on the lingam. Mahadev, please don't bleed, stop. I don't want to see you blind. You have to guide the world. But guess what happens now? The other eye starts to bleed from Bhagavan Shivji on the lingam. On the lingam. Kanapa takes his toe. There's a very beautiful picture of him. He takes his toe. So imagine he's holding on to the eye on the lingam. And the other eye is bleeding. So he takes his toe and he's trying to stop the flow of the blood from the other eye now. And it will not stop. And then what he did, this is the man took his toe and placed it on the lingam. So when the eye would not stop doing that now, he takes the arrow and he was going to take out his second eye. He says, Prabhu, I'm going to be blind after I give you both of my eyes. But so what? You are the master. And as he was going to offer his second eye to Bhagwan Shivji, a hand came out of the lingam. A hand came out of the lingam. You think he's Ananga? If you look at the lingam, he has no hands, he has no feet, he has no head. He has no mouth. A hand came out of the lingam and held Kanapa's hands. And the hand said, and the voice came from the lingam and says, Kanapa, this was your test. This was your test because everybody say they have faith in me. Everybody say they're a Shiv Bhakta. But I want to know how much of a Bhakta you are. We must not give up when we see a little bit of struggle in life, my friends. Faith is the very foundation of our dharma. When Kanapa heard these words from Bhagavan Mahadev, he says, Prabhu, you mean you're testing me? Now my eye is gone, I was going to give you the other one. What's going to happen? You should have just told me from the beginning. The Lord says, no, Kanapa. What is taken can be restored. What is taken can be given back. Because God has provided everything to us, and He can give it to us and take it from us, my friends. Kanapa was blessed with both eyes back on him, my friends. That lingam, you know who Kanapa was? Kanapa, in his previous birth, he was Arjun. Remember when Arjun was doing penance to Lord Shiva? He went and he made a bed of arrows. He stood upon it, and then the Lord came and, as a boar, and I'll tell you that story next week. Anyways, Kanapa, Arjun became Kanapa. And Bhagwan Shivji says, Kanapa, in your last birth as Arjun, you were so devoted to me. And now you have taken the birth as a hunter, a master of the forest. You have not lost your devotion. Lose many things in life, but never lose your bhakti, my friends. Today, that lingam is still there in a beautiful temple called Kalahasti Temple. Kalahasti is one of the 5 element lingam. It is called the wind lingam, Kalahasti. It is the only place you can go in the world to do something called Kala Sarpa Dosha Puja. Kala Sarpa Dosha is the worst graha you can have in your life. It's the worst graha you can have in your life. There is where you feed a snake. And long story short, I went there twice, one to do the same puja. Now all of you know me have graha. And the second time I went, I went to take my children and my wife to visit Bhagwan Kalahasti. It's a beautiful, it's very old, very, very old temple because very ancient. Kalahasti, the wind temple. And Kanapa, he became one of the greatest devotee of Bhagwan Shivji, my friends, in his time. And so what happened? That temple is still there for us to go and take the darshan of the Lord. What are the 5 element temples? First we have Bhumi Lingam, Ekambareshwar, the temple made of earth. On Shivratri day, it is a requirement. Many people don't know this, many temples don't know this, but this is how you have to treat Shivji. It's a requirement on Shivratri that he is worshipped with the 5 elements. It's called Panchabhustala or Panchabhut Aradhana, the 5 element. First, we invoke Ekambareshwar. That is in Kanchipuram. That is the lingam Ma Parvati made with her hands, with mud. That lingam is still there today, where Shivji and Parvati got married under the which tree? Mango tree. That mango tree bear 4 types of mango. One mango tree bear 4 types of mango. It has the 4 types of mango that taste 4 different ways. All of them taste the same. That is called the fruits of life. It bears the fruits of life: dharma, artha, kama, moksha, wealth, righteousness, pleasure, emancipation. That is in Ekambareshwar. That's a beautiful temple there in Kanchipuram. Then that is the earth temple. Then we have the water temple, Jambukeshwar temple. Jambukeshwar temple is near a place called Trichy, where you have the water lingam as well. Bhagwan Shivji is adored there as Jambukeshwar. Then we have Arunachal, which is in Tirumalai. Very beautiful temple where the Lord is fire. Arunachal is a beautiful place. Pilgrims go there. When you go, you have to take out your slippers and you walk miles around Arunachal. Barefoot, hot sun. People go there from all religion to worship Shivji as the fire lingam, to burn away our impurities. Because fire, as you know, whatever you give it, it accepts. It's a beautiful pilgrimage. I hope one day we can all go these places, give up a little about your Western, places. It's okay to go for relaxation, but let us go to these beautiful places. Sacrifice a little time. Of course, when things get better, and let's visit Arunachal, where you get Agni Lingam there as well. Then we talk about Vayu Lingam, that is in Kalahasti. Kalahasti is about the one I told you about. That's about an hour and a half from Bhagwan Venkateshwar. Beautiful. And then lastly, we have Akash Lingam, which is in Chidambaram. Chidambaram is called the Agaya Linga in Chidambaram. Beautiful lingam of the Lord. These are called the 5 element lingam. On Shivratri night, we worship Bhagwan Shivji with the presence of 5 elements. It's a beautiful seal and it is good for him. And so, my friends, our message tonight, is that we are all humble, we are all ignorant, we all have a little tinge of all these things inside of us, and that is okay. When it comes to Mahadev, if it's a lotus or a single bay leaf, you can take one bay leaf, one single bay leaf, and put it on Shiva and says Om Namah Shivaya, and take it back again and say Om Namah Shivaya, and take it back again 1,000 times, and he'll be happy with it, as if you take 1,000 bay leaves and put it on him. What matters to the Lord is tapasya. Main janam janam ki karu tapasya bhole nath tihari. Parvati Mata, I don't know to sing that, who wants to sing that, but anyway, Parvati Mata, janam janam ki karu tapasya. She comes birth after birth, not because she's a slave to the Lord, but she comes because she enjoys doing devotion and tapasya to Bholenath. I am telling all of you, it is such a beautiful thing. Today is our 30th day of tapasya. Consecutive, we did not miss a single day. 40th day rather, of tapasya. 40th. And of course, 14 left, 54 days. So do something for the Lord. Pankajahar Shishobhita Lingam. This year, on Shivratri morning, we will give Bhagwan Shivji Lingam Pankajahar. What is Pankajahar? Pankaj means the lotus. Har means the mala. You can give him all kinds of mala, but when you give him Pankajahar, the mala of lotus, it's a beautiful thing. We don't give it to the murti because the lotus withers, and Bhagwan Shivji, you cannot keep withered flower on him. Please learn this. You never ever put anything withered on him. It is not good. I won't tell you the consequences, but it is not good. If it's one flower you have, one single flower, and it's vibrant and alive, put that on him. If it's withered, do not put it. Hajoro and pray nice to him. So because of that, we don't put the lotus Pankajahar on him. In Guyana, the lotus don't wither so much. They are very, very beautiful and they stay for a long time. But here, the lotus come from Tilla, India, so they travel far. So, they get tired very quickly. So morning with time, we'll put it on him. We take him out after a couple of hours because we want him to feel good. Please, my friends, do something for Mahadev. And I'm inviting you all next week, starting next week, 23rd. Whatever day 23rd fallen, I think is a Wednesday. Come on out. We have 5 nights of Shiv Puran Katha. We're going to talk so many nice stories about the Lord. Nice kathas. So you can sit down and enjoy, warm up yourself in a cold environment about Bhagwan Mahadev. Enjoy the beauty that we present to you. And then on Shivratri night, of course, Shivratri morning, we do our pujas, and Shivratri night we'll be here. Come on out, we have space for everybody. Come on out, we have space for you. We will make space for you, and you'll be in a safe environment, but come on out. I'll tell you how we'll observe Shivratri this year. It's going to be very beautiful and very different. But before that, this evening we want to say thank you to our Shrota, Bhaiji Omkar and his wife Darshani and their family. They sit as Shrota this evening, giving thanks to Bhagwan Bholenath for the blessings of life. They have been devotees of our temple, and of course I've been their priest for many, many years. We maintain a very beautiful relationship, and it's always a pleasure to pray with them, in satsang and pujas. May Bhagwan Shivji bless both of them and their lovely children with health and strength and bliss in abundance. And we appreciate the effort this evening to being here and performing puja. Thank you very much. And this evening I also want to wish happy 20th birthday to my triplet godchildren, Neil, Amit, and Ambika. Today they turned 20 years. I have very vivid, very clear memories rather of when they were born to my sister Babita and my dear brother Roy. They are blessings to us and to our community, and we want to say happy birthday to them very much. All of them are in university now, second year university, and are doing very well, studying very important things in school. God bless all of you. We love you very much, and we hope that all of you are well, you're healthy, and you're happy. Happy birthday, Neil, Amit, and Ambika. A quick shout out as well to Lisa Rajkumar. She's celebrating her birthday today. This is my cousin's wife, Lisa Rajkumar from Markham. Happy birthday to you, Lisa. I'm glad you spent time home today praying and giving thanks to Bhagwan. May you have a blessed, blessed birthday, and may you have many, many more years of health and happiness.
Bolyo Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Let us sing a bhajan this evening, celebrating life and giving thanks to Bhagavan. Bhuvan couldn't be here, Pandit Bhuvan couldn't be here this evening, so you're stuck with me a little bit, but that's okay. He had lots of school work to do, and so he couldn't be here. But ऐसा बिगड़ी बनाने वाला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं। ऐसा बिगड़ी बनाने वाला कोई और नहीं, ऐसा बिगड़ी बनाने वाला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं हो, भोलेनाथ
से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं।
बम भोले। उनका दमरू दम दम बोले, अगम निगम का भेद खोले है। उनका दमरू दम दम बोले, अगम निगम का भेद खोले। ऐसा भक्तों का रखवाला कोई और नहीं, ऐसा भक्तों का रखवाला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ
से निराला
कोई और नहीं, ओ भोलेनाथ से निराला।
गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं।
शंभो। काया जब जब करवत बदले, पाप चमकते अगले पिछले। काया जब जब करवत बदले, पाप चमकते अगले पिछले। ऐसा योग जगाने वाला कोई और नहीं, ऐसा योग जगाने वाला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं, ओ भोलेनाथ से निराला,
गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं।
भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ
से निराला
कोई और नहीं हो, कोई और नहीं, कोई और नहीं। उमापति महादेव की जय। Quick reminders, everyone. Coming Sunday is our Shiva Sahasranam. In the privacy of your own home and the comfort of your own home, you can convert your home into a heavenly atmosphere, and that is on Sunday at 10 o'clock. Please get up your ingredients, and those in the Brampton area, please visit our Puja store. You can order everything from the Puja store online and come in to pick it up. Urge you to support us. And get everything up, your flowers. You need lots of flowers because we are doing 1,000 names, and for each name you're offering a petal. Right? You can offer a petal. So please get your things up. It's a very beautiful puja. The main puja that day is the Yantra Puja and the Lingam Puja.
We'll do Ganesh Puja and so on, but the main puja, so Ganpati, Kalash, and then Shiv Yantra and Lingam Puja. Please prepare, please, wherever you are around the world. If you're in Guyana, people from Fiji and so on, England, if you don't have ingredients, well, Guyanese have, but people from different parts of the world, if you don't have things, get your Shiv Lingam, a little bit of water, a few flowers, or if you don't have that, get some grains. But please sit down and just let's do the puja. Very important for your home and for your well-being. So that's happening on Sunday at 10 a.m., very sharp. It's going to be about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's not going to exceed 2 hours because of Shivji Puja alone. That is on Sunday. Then next week, the 23rd, we're starting 5 nights of Katha to Bhagwan Shivji, Shiv Puran Katha. We read the glories of Bhagwan Mahadev. We talk beautiful stories. We talk about why we offer so many things to the Lord, why he's dressed in a certain way, why he looks like this, why he dances. About all these lingams, we'll talk about the 12 Jyotir lingams, their origin. All these things we're going to talk about, the Lord's exploits. Come on out every evening. And most importantly, I would like you to be a sponsor as a Shrota. Shrota means you make a little donation to the temple. You get to sit for puja. You get to bathe the lingam on this very holy time. You get to witness the dressing and the works that we offer here. Everything is online. Please go to our Facebook, our website. And there's a tab there called Shivratri. Click Shivratri and everything is there for you, whatever you need, to book a night and your usual stuff. So go ahead and get it done. And then we will have beautiful Katha. And then Mahashivratri day, my friends, morning early we start puja. And then on the day the temple will be open for you to come and visit the Lord. And most importantly, it's called Shivratri, the night of Shiva, Mahashivratri. That evening, the first prahar starts at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. And we go all night. The temple is open. It will be open to the public. We will have chairs for everybody coming here. But we're going to control how we do it. My idea of this Shivratri is that you must enjoy it. You must not spend an hour lining up to throw dhar on the Lord. Or an hour lining up to, because if you do that, most of your night is spent lining up. When most of your night should be spent chanting. Mahamrityunjay mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, doing some chanting with us. We're preparing some beautiful songs for you to chant with us. Clap your hands. O'clock in the morning, because sometimes the meditation exceeds itself and so on. Some people forget, think I wake up and think. So meditation, Om Namah Shivaya. Come on out and let's do that. Here is the procedure. The first prahar, and only the first prahar, you will offer juices and milk. The thing is, you don't even have to bring that with you. Don't fatigue with your battle. Oh, no, come. We will provide everything for you here. You just stand up and we'll provide it for you. A little bit of milk with some juice, Bhagwan is happy. First prahar, 6 o'clock, that is the only prahar we're offering juice to the Lord. The 9 o'clock prahar, we offer prashad, right? So bring your little prashad and so on, and offer them. Then from there, we offer bay leaves after that. Everybody gets to offer bay leaf to the Lord. It's a very beautiful night. Tridalam, Trigunakaram, Trinetram, Chatriyayudham, Trijanma Papa Samharam, Eka Bilvam Shivarpanam. Very holy if we offer Bilpatra at night. And the last prahar, we're offering lotus, 1,000 lotus to the Lord. This is the procedure. We're not doing dhar for prahars and all these things. And of course, when you come, bring a lot of devotion with you and a lot of commitment to stay with us that night. We haven't done this last year. And last year was a very tough Shivratri because it was just a couple of people here. I look forward to seeing you and talking more about this. Bholenath Bhagwan ki jai. Aarti. We'll stand for Aarti now, please.
Om yani kani cha papani janmantar kritani cha tani sarvani nashyantu pradakshinam pade pade. Om Jai Shiva Omkara
Swami Har Shiva Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Har Shiva Omkara शिवा हर साजे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा ओम हर 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 महादेव दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुजते सोहे स्वामी दस भुजते सोहे तीनों रूप निरखता तीनों रूप निरखता त्रिभुवन जन मोहे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा ओम हर 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 महादेव अक्षमाला वनमाला रुद्रमाला धारी स्वामी रुद्रमाला धारी चंदन मृग मद सोहे चंदन मृग मद सोहे भारे शशिधारी ओम जय शिव ओंकारा ओम हर 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 महादेव श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बागंबर अंगे स्वामी बागंबर अंगे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादिक सनकादिक ब्रह्मादिक भूतादिक संगे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा ओम हर 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 महादेव कर में श्रेष्ठ कमंडल चक्र त्रिशूलधरता स्वामी चक्र त्रिशूलधरता जग करता जग हरता जग करता जग हरता जग पालन करता ओम जय शिव ओंकारा ओम
हर 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 महादेव ओम हर 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 महादेव कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मामदेव देव सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनां सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले गणपति भगवान की, गुरु महाराज की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियावर रामचंद्र की, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, श्री महागंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भारत माता की, धरती माता की, नव दुर्गा माता की, सूर्यनारायण स्वामी की, सत्यनारायण स्वामी की, सरस्वती माता की, महालक्ष्मी माता की, बोले जगदम्बिका माता की। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो सत्य सनातन धर्म की सबको ये जय जय सीताराम. By the way, want to wish all of you happy Valentine's on behalf of Shivji Bhagwan. As you can see, even he approves of that. So beautifully dressed up today. Have a pleasant evening, everyone. And tomorrow evening, Hanumanji Chalisa from 7 p.m. Come on out to the temple. We're open and online as well. And Wednesday is Purnima, by the way, full moon. So we're looking for a shota to sit down, do a little puja and thing. We start at 6 o'clock on Wednesday for Purnima. And then we take it from there. Jai Sitaram. Shivratri.